Hey, everybody, come on in and grab a seat. And welcome to my review of Married at First Sight, a season 16. And this is episode 2, I believe. And at least we got a couple of weddings. But you know what? We really should have got all the weddings. We should have got all the weddings. But let's hop in right into it. And we're going to start off with Kirsten and Shaq. And just like we thought, y'all, just like we thought, she don't like him. She does not like him. If there's anyone out here who is still thinking that there's a possibility that she might like him, that look on her face when she came down the aisle told it all. She barely could lift up her head. As soon as she turned the corner, she was like this. She barely even looked at him the whole wedding. And Kristen's on the after party again. Kristen's on the after party again, along with Gina and along with Nicole. And if it wasn't made clear in this wedding, y'all, she made it clear on the after party. And she said she was not attracted to him. She said that she was not attracted to him. And just like she said on here, well, he's got nice teeth, and it seems like he has a nice personality. So maybe that's making up a lot for his looks. Well, girl, she the opposite. She is the opposite. Her personality and her looks don't go hand in hand either. And I'm not for sure her looks are making up for her bad personality. Because right now, I'm telling you, I don't like this. You know what else I didn't like? I didn't like that when she finally came down the aisle and he told her that she looked beautiful. You know, he chuckled. He had this like sort of nervous laugh. It's kind of, got kind of nervous, kind of nerdy-ish. And she was like, go ahead, what? Go ahead and set it. You know, she was prompting him to say, go ahead, give me my compliment. Give me my compliment. So he says, oh, you're beautiful. You know, you're beautiful. God knew what he was doing when he made you. This is what I don't like, and it's happened several times in several weddings, that I'm not for sure why the wife or the person who whatever can't come up with one nice compliment for the man you're about to marry. So when he said, you are beautiful, she could have easily said anything like, I like your suit, anything, even if she didn't like that he was bald, even if she didn't like the beard. There is a compliment that she could have come up with to say and give to this man. This is why I know she is stingy with the compliments, but she likes all the compliments. You know, she's on the after party. She tells a story, y'all, that she was in a relationship for 4 years, 26 to 30. They broke up because he cheated on her. And we might be getting a little bit of glimpse into Miss Kirsten. I told you last week that Kirsten likes to present one image and it's a completely different image. This is what I'm telling you. She is all about the outside. She could care less about the inside. That's why she didn't really care about too much about what the insides are of homeboy Shaq, because she's about the outside. She is about the outside package and presentation, and that's where she puts her time, her effort, her energy, and that's how she evaluates people. But anyway, I was wrong on one thing, though. Her brother looked like he walked her down the aisle, so I was happy about that, because she says she's a traditional girl. So I was like, how's she going to walk herself down the aisle? But I was wrong about that. Her brother walked her down the aisle. We didn't hear anything from him. He didn't have any camera time. I guess he didn't want to speak. And maybe the real story with the father is he didn't want to be part of this shenanigans. Maybe that's the real story with the father, which I would have more appreciated her telling that story, that her father didn't want to come because he didn't want to participate in the shenanigans. Not that he didn't want to come because he didn't want to take a COVID test. I don't know. I'm kind of believing more it may be that the father just didn't want to participate in the shenanigans, which I would have appreciated more. But more I learn about Kirsten, the more I can see how she wouldn't tell that story, because that story doesn't play as well, because it doesn't look as good as a story about a COVID situation. Because we all know that COVID situation, people have been using that excuse for a lot of things for a long time now, over 2 years now. I got COVID. I'm not vaccinated. I don't want to take the test. But anyway, when she walked in, I'm telling you, could tell she did not like him. They said that she is the life of the party, vibrant energy. She is a Black queen, and she's going to be at all the hot spots around town. The image I am getting, I don't know. I didn't listen to all, I listened to all the what they said about her, But did her family say anything about a kind, caring heart, anything about her inside, or was it all about exterior things and what she likes to do for fun? I don't know. Um, they said about him is that also that she's going to have the finest drip, and that she loves an adventure out on the night on the town or something. Like I said, she's what is this, fun party girl going out? I just don't know. The two don't match. That's why I'm telling you who Kirsten presents and who she is. Maybe it's just superficial. She's pretentious. She only cares about the outside of things. I have no idea, but I'm telling you, it doesn't give me warm and fuzzy feelings. It really doesn't. They said that in his vows, he was classy and he liked to dress to the nines too. They may need to share some closet space. And then you know what? That got a smile out of her. She was happy to see that he loved to dress. And eventually, after they did get married and said their I do's and walked down the aisle, she complimented him on that. Oh, what's this suit? Hunter green. Oh, it's nice. She did finally compliment him after that. So maybe she was like, oh, good. He likes to dress just like me. Like I just said, I don't know. These things don't make any difference when it comes to marriage. But she said that some people say she's a beauty and the beast. I'm believing it. I am believing it. And she says she wants to be everything that he dreamed of, that she's compassionate. She's going to bring compassion and she's going to be passionate and have grace and give her marriage her all. They were really a nice vows. I have to say that. But then I started to think, wow, this sounds different. But then I thought, oh yeah, she wrote them vows before she saw them. I was like, if she could write them vows over again, I'm quite sure them vows would be different because she wrote them vows before she saw him and when she probably thought he was everything physically that she wanted. But I thought her vows actually were kind of sweet. And then his vows talked about being the newest best friend. He wanted to be her strength when she was weak. And he was like, baby, we're going to be lit out here on the town. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe Shaq's got a little bit of pretentiousness in him too, and the two of them work well. A lot of couples work well like that when they're both kind of in that same sort of space. They kind of like each other to be each other's arm candy. The problem is that she doesn't believe he is her arm candy. I think he would love for her to be his arm candy because I think he is into fashion and he does like to dress. But the problem is she doesn't feel like he's her arm candy. In fact, she feels like he messing up her outfit. She like, shoot, I'm over here looking good and fine and everything, and I got and I'm you my companion. You messed up my outfit. Go stand over there. I want to take a selfie. I don't even want to take no picture with you. That's how I feel like she gonna handle this situation. And then, of course, when the big kiss came, we saw it last week, and she didn't even want to be kissed. She gave the friend hug. She gave the side cheek. Even her girlfriend in the audience was like, oh my God. Basically, when I saw her friends look, her friend was like, oh my God, not this shit again. You could tell her friend has seen it before because when he came down the aisle before she did, her friend saw him and they all were happy about the way he looked. They all gave him a thumbs up. They all looked at each other like, oh yeah, he looks nice. He looks good. So they actually already gave him the thumbs up. And then next thing you know, now when she comes down, when she sees him and doesn't want to give him the kiss, all the friends were like, oh my God, not this shit. Not again. They already knew what was about to happen. Everybody right then knew what was going on because if you can't just give a kiss, even on the after party, everyone on there, Gina and Nicole, said that was foul. And why would you want to start off your marriage with a cheek kiss? You only get one marriage, one wedding, and you started off with a cheek kiss. You should have just gone for it. What is the problem with a kiss, especially when just last month or a month before you was getting married, you told us that you was rolling around in the sheets with another man? What's wrong with a kiss? It didn't have to be tongue. It could have still been a kiss on the lips. Good Lord. But you know what? He put a positive spin on it. He put a positive spin. He said, oh, I liked it when she gave me the cheek kiss because then that told me you different. You got boundaries. Really, Shaq, is this a spin we're going to put on it? We're going to spin this into something good and saying she got boundaries. We already can see how this is going to go. This is going to go real. He's going to be Mr. Patient. And you know what? I'm going to make another prediction about this couple. They're not even going to have sex. She's not going to sleep with them. I don't even think that she is going to sleep with them because she's already made up her mind that she's not going to stay married to him. So I will be surprised if they even have sex, y'all. I'll be surprised because I believe she's already made up her mind that she don't want to be married to this man because he doesn't pass her number one test, which is the physical test. And all that other stuff, doesn't matter how nice he is and all that, I don't think is going to outweigh her programming in her head, which is all about the outer looks. This is what I think. And the fact that she was in this 4-year relationship for 4 years with a man who didn't marry her and then cheated on her, that man probably met all her physical characteristics, all of them, and none of the interior and inside characteristics that she needs for a nice husband. But she stayed and she hung on to that relationship because of the physical attraction that she had to that man. She's still running around talking about the size of his penis, where I'm sure that man she was with for 4 years had all the size of the package and had all the exterior, but guess what he didn't do? Marry her, and he cheated on her. So now she comes into this marriage, not doing anything different, and say, you know what? I'd rather a man who wants to be married and a man who wants to be a husband as opposed to all these exterior things. You think that she would have learned a lesson, but no, she hasn't. She hasn't learned a lesson. She came here hunting for the same old thing. And I don't even think that she's going to sleep with him, y'all. I don't even think that they're going to consummate their marriage. Not at all. He went away and told her the story about how he got a scar on her face. I thought she showed some empathy, listened to the story. I really did in that respect. I'm glad that she did show that human side to her. It didn't come off as all the way narcissistic. I think she really showed empathy and compassion to his story. And I think that she was being nice and congenial and all those kind of things. But I don't think she's physically attracted to him. It almost just looked like a friend listening to another friend. It didn't look like a person who was warming up to him in terms of, developing any sort of sexual energy for him at all. But he was from Louisiana. I don't know if I knew that before. So he's from Louisiana. And I know one thing about Louisiana men. I know they all know how to cook. I wonder if he knows how to cook. He probably going to be in here dressing and cooking and doing everything. And he said he got himself a queen. And so he's happy, just like we predicted, or at least I did. I knew that he was going to be happy when he saw her and ecstatic. But I'm still going with a thumbs down on these two because I don't even see her developing any attraction or chemistry with him going forward. And it's kind of sad. It really is sad. It's almost like, if any of you are into sports, it's almost like the game is over in the first quarter. Why even watch the rest of it? The game is over in the first quarter. Who wants to really sit through the last 3 quarters of this game and watch how horribly she's going to treat him and probably, like you said, not even consummate the marriage. Married at first sight, you are doing yourself a disservice pairing people up like this because a lot of us, we watch these shows because we want to have hope for the hope for the couples. Even if in the end some of them don't make it, we do want them to make it, but we also do want to have some hope. So when a couple like this, a pairing like this is over in the first 2 episodes, we all feel cheated. I do. I feel cheated. I feel like, why do I want to watch 19 more episodes of this couple? Because I already know that it's over and I have no hope, no chances of winning. I don't see it at all.